Alright, Noah, this is the first swing today, and the first thing you told me when you came in today was, man, I'm hitting my irons pretty well, Joel, but that driver's still kind of slicing and hooking. And so that immediately tells you, right, that it was still above the plane line, right? You've learned that a lot the last few months. So from that face-on angle, that iron doesn't look too bad. And here from this down-the-line angle, again, that's about what you figured, and you were actually correct. Here's the driver from this face-on angle. And the driver from down the line. Now, both of those were dead killed, dead straight and everything, but that's why that driver is going to be inconsistent, because it's above the plane. You can get away with it with the shorter clubs. Here with the 3-wood that you've been smartly using the last couple of weeks, Noah, to shoot those 280s in the last week or so. Same swing, but the ball flights with that swing can still be just about dead straight with the shorter type clubs. You can get away with it, a little touch of cut. And so you and I are deciding that, hey man, that you can live with that for the next 4 months. And you and I will monitor it, keep it monitored to just make sure it stays right there and it doesn't get too much over it where you start hitting bigger slices and bigger pulls. And then occasionally pull that driver out on the holes where you have some room. And then still practice with some too to get that feel. Because there's a good chance that driver can come around too, bud, and start going even more consistent with that same swing as long as we keep it right there for the rest of the summer. And then in the winter we can bite it off more to make it more perfect on the video. Alright? And then again, that putt and chip looks pretty good there, but that pitch, obviously, you only got solid contact one time, real solid contact one time. This is Joel Suggs. I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend and showing you your swing on the 2D equipment that I have. And so I want to take about 2 to 3 minutes to just show you around Meadowlinks. This is the studio I use in the winter for all my students. You see there's the down-the-line camera angle for our 2D equipment. And then we have the face-on camera angle also. And then what we also have here is 3D equipment to where I can show you your swing from 6 different camera angles with this 3D equipment. And we can get your swing from down to the 1/120th of a second in terms of exactly what your hips, shoulders, and hands are doing in the swing. And then also, I have the most realistic hitting curve I've ever seen from puttersedge.com. So when you hit your full shots, it feels as realistic as possible. And then I have 3 different green speeds for you to practice your putting. 9.5 on the step meter, 10.5 on the step meter, and 12.5 on the step meter. That's benefited my students tremendously. And then also I have a lot of learning aids like this Smart Stick. You can see the rest of those learning aids over here in my bag that we can work on to help you learn the certain fields in your golf swing that you and I both want. And then also I help my students a lot with their equipment through the winter. This is a frequency analyzer where we twang your club and it gives us a reading here. And then also we plot your whole set, each club on these lines to see if the set is really matched or not. Quite often they aren't, and it helps my students tremendously when they find out what clubs are the offending clubs. Then if we get tired of being indoors and we want to go outdoors and hit some, we can do that. It's my daughter! Ellie! Good to see you. I haven't seen her in weeks. No wonder you've been gone, Ellie. You've been out here playing in the snow all this time. But this is our natural turf area. This is closed until April, as you can see. But it's a fantastic area where we can step outside and hit some balls and get some real ball flight. Or, if we get pretty satisfied that things are looking better on the video here, we're kind of cooped up inside and want to go outside, we can step on out and hit balls and see real ball flight for about 5 or 10 or 15 minutes, however long you and I can stand the cold, out into the air, and we see them land at these different flags. I have a yardage book for this driving range. It's the first one I've ever seen in my life where we know exactly what it is with the front, back, and middle of each green. And again, the covered area here is heated, so we stay out there for about 5, 10, 15 minutes, like I said. It enables us to see some ball flight, and then we get satisfied that things are looking the way we want, and we come back inside, take off our coat, and look again at the video equipment to see how your swing's looking, to make sure that you understand it. And then notice too, my exercise ball up top here, And then also, so I help my students a lot with their fitness through the winter, and then I would help you also with your sports psychology, with your golf psychology from the golfpsych.com people down in Texas. That's helped my students tremendously a lot over the years too. So again, I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend. I look forward to seeing you again out here this summer at Meadowlinks, or even right now in the winter. I have a lot of people that work on their games with me right through the winter. Check out more information about the things I do to help you at joelsuggs.com. Take care.